Hey YouTube! Good morning YouTube! It's not gonna work. Good morning YouTube! Great day here in the shop. Thank you for spending just a little bit of time with me today. I've been asked a few times online and a few times by some friends, what tools am I going to need to start woodworking? They worry about like how much is it going to cost me to get into this. Well, I'm here to tell you, not as much as you think. You have to utilize yard sales, flea markets. Sometimes you get a great deal. Sometimes you get a fluke, it's a bad tool. Most of the time, people won't sell bad tools. There are essentially 5 tools that I'd recommend. Get yourself a jigsaw. A good jigsaw. Make sure it's corded, because the cordless ones, while they're convenient, you don't have to lug a cord around. They run out of power quick. But you put a good blade into this, you can do any kind of cut you want. Thin curved blade and do circles and curves, and you can't do that with a table saw. Now, bandsaw can cut thicker stock and can cut easier. But a bandsaw is more expensive. Get one with a cord. The cordless ones are nice for portability and not getting the cord in your way and everything, but they don't last very long on a charge, and they're not as powerful and dependable. The second tool I recommend, a 1/2-inch corded drill. Yeah, everybody has a cordless drill. Thing is, with the cordless drill, is they too run out after a while. And these, if you're going along, doing a bunch of screws, nothing's worse than stopping, and because your battery's dead. You have to charge your battery, and that might take a couple hours. Corded drill is better in a couple ways. It's more accurate and it's more powerful, more torque, and of course the big thing is, it's going to be a lot cheaper than a cord. There's an option to consider about the chuck when you get one. Do you want a 3/8 or a 1/2 inch? I'd offer the 1/2 inch. 3/8 is alright, but it's really too small to do a lot. Because even though the 1/2 inch is bigger, it's going to give you more control. And make sure it's reversible, because 9 times out of 10 you're going to use this as a nut driver or a screwdriver too. Number 3 on the list, get your random orbit sander. True, they're a little more expensive than a regular palm sander, like this. I've never used this but a few times. And the reason why is they're stationary and they stay in one place. And what they'll do is they'll gouge swirls and any wood you're sanding. And then you have to go back and hand sand the swirls out. The best thing about these random orbits is they're usually all hook and loop sandpaper. This makes things a lot easier. True, the other ones are sandpaper, but you can cut a full sheet of sandpaper in 1/4 inches. In 1/4 inch, this one you just stick on and go.
Monday warrior, mean strike. Today's Tom Sawyer, mean pride. Though his mind is not for rent, don't put him down as arrogant. His reserve a quiet defense, writing out the day's events.
This one you have to cut your sandpaper out. Set up your paper. Put it in here. Put it in here. Walk outside now. I can't do it. Anyway. Rattler. Get a standard base rattler. You don't need anything fancy. You don't need, heck, you can pick these up at the yard sales if they're like $10. get yourself about a 2 horsepower router with a flat base. Because it's going to come with either a flat base or a plunge base. The reason I say get a standard one because later on you may want to mount it to a router table. You can't do that with a plunge router. And really, a plunge router is only good for a few things. There's another type of router. It's a trim router. This one happens to have a plunge base on it, but and this is like my third go-to router. I go to that one. I don't need anything else. It's called a laminar trim. All it is a 1 horsepower router, and you can cut a laminate with it, and you can carve signs with it. That's what you should do with that one. Now, some of you are probably wondering, why didn't you include the table saw yet? Well, for my last one, I've sort of included the table saw. It's a circular saw. And with the right blade and the right guide, this thing will give a table saw a run for its money. Why? Because I know firsthand, because this is what I used to use before I had the table saw. Because that's all I could afford. Space was an issue at my old house. Because when you're cutting sheet goods like plywood and MDF, and your shop is the outdoors and some sawhorses, you don't really have room for a big table saw. And this will cut just as well as a table saw would. Actually, speaking of table saw, you can turn this upside down, change the depth on it. You can use it like a table saw. There are millions of videos on YouTube on how to do this. One I've seen that's really good is Izzy Swan. Izzy has a good tutorial on how to turn this circular saw into a temporary table saw. Will all these tools instantly make you a better woodworker? No, I'm afraid not. Only practice can do that. When you learn how to use these tools in a proficient manner, it's amazing what you can build. I remember back, my father told me something. He said, son, it doesn't matter how good your tools are. What matters is how good you are with your tools. I think there's a lot of truth in that. That's all I got for today, guys, because it's really hot here and I'm sweating my ass off. Oh, maybe this is... Support the troops and thank a veteran for his service. Thanks, guys. Peace out.